Hi, I'm Robin,
And I'm Kristen.
and we are back for another episode.
Yes, and this time we're looking at Love Yourself Tier.
Yes,
So
Love
we're
Yourself
we're
Tier.
making our way
Yes.
through the Love Yourself
Woo.
series.
Yes, we are.
And
this is album number 2.
Yeah, this is album number 2.
So
So we're gonna start off with Singularity, and I'm actually gonna let you take this one because this is your boy V.
well, not only is it my boy V, it's also
It's our boy V.
Yes, yeah. But this was my initial introduction.
Well, one of them, yes, because this is one of the songs I did send you.
It is, but this one I watched first.
Oh, okay.
Yes, this
I
one
didn't know
watched.
that.
Yes,
I learn something new every day.
Yes. So this is this was because she sent me 2, and this one I watched first and immediately watched the second one.
But you listened to the second one first.
I listened to the second one first, but this is the one that I seen
that you
I
saw
first,
visually,
which was really good.
Honestly, this is such a great performance.
Really
the music
good.
video for it is really good, but the performance mirrors the music video so well, and it's just visually, it's so good. It's in his dancing in this. It was just so
impeccable.
Yeah. Like it was one of those things where you're just like, okay, V, like I see you. I see what you're doing over there on that stage.
Yes. And you know what else was really grand about being able to watch the performance was the performance over the video.
Yeah.
But being able to watch the performance, was seeing a compilation of many different performances.
Yeah, I do like those edits. Those are fun.
But this one was right on point.
Yeah,
there was
really well
no done. I mean, because it was kind of hard to determine if it was one performance or if it was a lot of different performances. So whoever edited that,
yes,
because it was really, it was good. It was, and I put here that this was such a visual motion of art. It was seductive. It was intriguing. It was captivating. There was a struggle for me to watch or listen.
I
was like, okay, it was like tug of war.
So no, I
left side of my brain.
I totally understand that because his vocals on it are so good. They're so deep and they're so raw, and they're just like, okay, I hear the pain and like I hear the struggle, I hear the emotion.
Yes.
But then when you see the performance, you're just so in awe at the way he moves on the stage and the visuals that he chooses to have. The fact that his backup dancers, that one segment where they're all in black and they just have the white masks.
Yes.
And you know, it's the symbolism is amazing, but like the whole idea of the mask. First off, the whole idea of a mask in this entire art album is just, we get it. You're hiding, but like, why?
Yeah.
Why? But it was such a great viewing of his talent, both vocally and dancing and artistically, because what he was doing on the stage, the imagery that he was pushing out, it was so great. It was so I get it. It's captivating. I know, like I feel like
visual motion of art.
Yes. Okay.
That's what it was.
Agree. I completely agree because I clearly can't articulate what I mean. And by that, V's got me dumbfounded.
Well, you know what? When you see this, and especially if you see it like for the first time, that's the first thing that you see of his. You're sitting there and you're watching him.
It sets the standard so high.
Yeah,
the bar is so high. Really, like starting off with Singularity,
and not that he doesn't meet the bar,
No,
I
mean, it's just like he's got so many strong performances, but this one is such a highly rated, strong performance of his to start off with. This, there's not many that are higher because it's just so impeccable. It's just so good, and I know I'd heard somewhere that it was because of his performance of this song that J-Hope was like, all right, he's officially like a member of the dance line.
Oh, really?
That's what I'd heard. So the fact that he really gave it his all, and you could tell he's really pouring his heart into every part of that performance. And before just over here, like 5 minutes talking about the visuals of the song. We haven't even gotten into the lyrics.
No, right.
All right, so let's just briefly go through the lyrics, because I feel like this might be something we do a deeper dive on later.
Well, yeah, that's right. And I didn't.
Or maybe we could do it, because I know the full version's on the next album, so maybe we can go a little bit more in depth then.
We can do that. I didn't break down the visuals. I went a lot with the elements of it, the symbolism.
Let's start off with the definition of singularity, because just like Serendipity, we both looked up the definition of singularity, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
Yeah, but I didn't write it down.
Yeah, I didn't write it down.
Okay, well, singularity is the state, fact, quality, or condition of being singular. And in my head, I was like, okay, I don't really get it. I thought you did, but maybe not. But the idea of this song is about standing alone as the abandoned version of yourself after you threw yourself away for love.
Yes.
And my questions were, love of who? Is it a lover? Is it a love of yourself? Is it acceptance from the majority? What is it that you are throwing away your true self for to gain acceptance for or from? Who are you doing all of that for?
Who or what?
Who or what? Yes.
Yeah.
Who or what? So, my notes were all basically just talking about the idea of losing yourself and forgetting yourself for the sake of love in whatever form it takes. But I know that you had some more in-depth stuff that you kind of wanted to touch on, so I'll let you.
Well, I like I said, I went into a lot of the symbolism in the choreography, but me and House, we spent a lot of time on that. I'm going to leave that part alone. We can dive into that later, like you said. But I like the neo soul jazz. That's what I felt it.
Oh,
that's what I felt it was inspired by. But it was the reoccurring element, such as the image and the idea or the symbolism that appeared throughout the music video that really got me. The white mask. It was a facade. And that's, and the tear coming down at the end. But it was.
God. He is. There's something about him in like Black Tears. He does it quite a bit. This isn't the last time.
That's his soul crying.
It is. It must be, because he's done it a couple of times that I can readily think of. So yeah, he must have a thing for letting his soul cry out.
Yes.
Towards the end of his music videos.
Right. And the frozen lake, the broken ice, dimly contrast the space. When he was in that space and it was just dark and dim. It was just a visual that to me represented the isolation, the internal conflict. Did I lose myself or did I gain you? Whatever that love was, was it you? Was it, it? Whatever it was.
Whatever it was.
So, and now I see that I did write the
see, I knew it. I knew because I remember when we were going over it, you were like, "Oh, I got that too."
I see it now.
Like I could have.
I see it now.
I swore it.
Unlike you and your organization, I didn't. I just put all my stuff up above, so I didn't do that.
Discussed before. Yeah. She has a really weird system that only makes sense to her.
Definitely.
So if you ask me to go in and read her notes, I don't know where the beginning is, because she's literally all over the place. She just has a thought on a piece of paper, and then the next time she wants to write down something, she can be on a completely separate piece of paper. And how do you keep it all together?
I'm a genius.
She must be. She must be, because it doesn't make sense. But it works for her when she figures it out.
When I figure it out. And I did cover verse 1. It's just perhaps something emotional, a feeling or image, because he's awakened and by the sound of something breaking or cracking or something like that. And I said,
I wonder if that could be himself.
Ooh.
I wonder if he's
check that off for you.
I have my moments too.
Yeah.
But I wonder if it's the sound of him trying, like his real self trying to break free and break out and come back. And that's what's stirring him late at night.
And because it was so deep, he can't go back to sleep.
Yeah. And because I feel like if you're suppressing your real self and it's trying to emerge, that would keep you up.
That would keep you up.
I would think.
And so the sound was full of familiarity.
And I feel like that also plays into the fact that he gave up himself and lost so much of his real self in trying to create this new identity to be accepted and loved, that of course his real self feels like a stranger.
Yeah. Yeah. That would be very unfamiliar. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is fun.
Yeah. And I said covering one's ears to drown out the noise, yet still unable to return to sleep.
Because the noise is from inside the house.
No, we just concluded that as a possibility.
No. I'm just reiterating.
Yeah, I know.
The lyrics make more sense now.
Yeah. Oh, okay. All right.
I'm having a moment.
Okay.
Let me have a stroke of genius before I have a stroke.
Go right ahead. No. Wow. Okay. Yeah. So that's where I went and I said the neo soul and jazz.
Yeah.
Infusion of or inspiration. That was
this. I want to end here because I know that we'll probably do a way deeper dive when we get to the full version of it. But it's again such a beautiful song, such a beautiful performance. You really get to see V like just in his element. I feel like he was very hands-on with how he wanted this to look because there was a certain image he was trying to show.
Yeah.
And that's the thing I love about the guys is because they are very hands-on with how they want their performances to look.
Mm-hmm.
They don't just kind of trust somebody else to do it. They're very much involved from beginning to end. And they wrote it a certain way, they sang it a certain way, they wanted to look a certain way. And so they just want to maintain that consistency. And this is no exception. You know, he came out, he did his thing, he did it so well. And I feel like he was just like, this was it. This was what I wanted them to see, because this was what I saw. This was what was in my head. And 10 out of 10, I love it.
Yeah. And I just want to say, if you have not seen it and you watch it, pay very close attention to the beginning.
Which performance are you referring to? Because I think I know.
Any of the performance.
Because I thought you were talking about the one where he starts off. I think this is the song where he starts off in the bed. And he's got his eyes closed and he just opens them up at like the right time.
Yeah.
And you're just like, oh.
Yeah.
Like catches your breath a little
bit. After that part. Because yes, that is very true. So yeah.
Don't let him catch you off guard. No, don't be distracted. He's got a way. He's got a way about him.
You know, and be prepared to watch it more than once.
Yeah.
And I'm going to end on that for real. For real.
You know, for real. I agree with you 100%. Yeah. Yes. Be prepared. So Fake Love. Okay, so this, I believe, was a title track for this album.
I think so, yeah.
And wow, like this song, we're continuing with the theme of hiding away your true self for the sake of love, becoming somebody else for somebody. And the thing about this song is that you do all of that. You hide your true self, you form to their mold, and then they still don't love you. And you just realize that it was all fake. Not just the love being fake, but now who you are in the love and now fake, outside of the love is fake.
Yes.
They are just, when it comes to these songs, because you have these songs that they have that are like protest songs. They're the songs that are going against, you know, whatever society is considered a norm. Those are their like, and those all seem to be the ones that we claim as anthems. And there's one on this album too that's also an anthem. So like when we get to that, but it's when you get into these deeper lyrics, when they go to those songs that I know we really touched on in the HYYH series and then Wings. And so now we're, you know, going into the Love Yourself series. And I just love these moments where you go from their battle cry songs to their, you know, really deep inward, like introspective analysis. And then you have these where they're talking about these real, like genuine, complex issues that go on in human life. And you think like, oh, this is a boy band, like everything's gonna be sunshine and rainbows, and they're like, love's not that way.
No, that's right.
So
that's right.
Why would we sing it that
that's
way?
Right.
Like they're very authentic in how they portray love, and now love doesn't always work out.
No.
And sometimes it's like a casual parting of people, and it's, you know, it's beautiful because it existed, and then sometimes you're just hit with the realization that you got played. And then you lost yourself in that whole ordeal, and now you just don't know who you are anymore. And this was fake love. Fake love was that for me.
That was fake love. That was.
So I mean, there were so many. I have notes. I do have notes. I promise. I did take notes, and I did deep dives, and I really looked at the lyrics, but I'm just kind of surface leveling here with the overall theme of the song,
right.
and what spoke to me.
Yeah.
But I'm going to sit back because I talked a lot.
For me, I got self-betrayal. You know, giving up your true self to meet someone else's expectations or ideal of who they believe you are.
Mm-hmm.
Realization, discovering that the love that you thought was real or was unconditional was conditional and fake.
I have here in the chorus, the things one does for love's sake, trying to become a lifeless replica of themselves to appease their lover. And then did the lover require this? Was the love conditional? And it was.
In the reframe, it says, I'm so sorry, but it's fake love, fake love, fake love. And it's maintaining that facade. That's what I wrote that. And then further down, it says, but I don't know me. Who are you? And it's like asking himself.
Not recognizing his own reflection.
And sacrifice taken a little too far.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's what I was thinking. That's
the effort,
I mean, when you get to that part.
Yeah. The effort to be exactly who their lover wanted, causing them not to know themselves for who they really are.
Yeah.
And then I put, I grew a flower that can't be bloomed in a dream that can't come true, which I underlined that because to me, it was saying they were attempting to grow life in a situation and are failing because the atmosphere is dead and the foundation is unstable, which is that fake love. So they were really putting in the work.
Yeah.
They self-sacrificed. They lost their own identity to conform. They were really trying to plant the seeds and nothing could grow, but it wasn't their fault. It was because the person they were with had conditions on the type of love they wanted to receive and give. And it was, it was just not a good situation. You can't grow anything on that.
No. There's no foundation now.
We're going to go into The Truth Untold.
Okay.
Which I love this song. So I'm going to let you speak because I had a lot to say about this song, and I'm probably not going to say all of it in this episode because we could be here for a while and we don't want another 4-hour episode.
It was just like the trend of what or the theme of what the album is about is, putting yourself into a relationship or sharing that love to the point where it's not what you anticipated. It's not what you believed it to be. And I wrote at the beginning, that love that breaks you down until you're unrecognizable to them and yourself.
Now, see, I had a slightly different take on it.
Oh, did you?
So I think we discovered in looking this up, this song is based off of an Italian story. Yes, an Italian tale.
You're right, yeah.
About a man who hides in a house because he's afraid to show himself. Notices a woman who comes into his garden to pick flowers to sell, and he starts growing a special flower for her to be able to make money, but unfortunately before it has the opportunity to bloom, she dies. And so he never gets to show her the flower or the love he had for her. And the whole idea of the song is the yearning to be seen for who you really are, but the fear of being rejected for being seen for who you really are. And so this song, this was one of the songs that I kind of fell in love with after I came off the Dark and Wild album, because we know I was there for a while. But once I journeyed past that, and this was one of the first songs that I attached myself to. I was playing it constantly. I know every kind of like note and tune change. Like I know this song, and I never understood why, or I never took the time to figure out why I was so attracted to it. I just thought it was a beautiful song, and like hauntingly beautiful. But finding, like, looking at the lyrics and doing a deep dive, I felt a strong attachment to the song because I feel the song. Like that desire to show, like, to be who I am 100% and be loved for who I am, and the fear that I'm not going to be. So then I hide myself, and it's that yearning, that longing for love, but the fear of being unloved or being rejected is stronger than the desire to just go out and have the love that you're seeking. So that to me, and one of the quotes, or it's not a quote, but one of the lines that kind of came to me in my research of this is, I want to be seen, but I'm afraid to be seen. And it's, this, it makes no sense. It makes no sense, but it makes perfect sense. So like I said, I could go on for a while about this song and how much it resonated with me and why, and like the exact feelings I was feeling, both first hearing it and then also learning the story behind it and the lyrics and what they actually meant. But that to me, and then I also made a note because the music itself sounds like mourning. Like it sounds like grief, waiting, like trying to be let out. And it sounds like suppression. It definitely sounds like a very lonely song. And maybe that's probably why I attached to it, because I felt lonely and the song felt lonely to me. Right. So I definitely loved this song. I still love this song. I think I'm probably going to love this song until the day I die. The song is such a great song. It's beautiful. It's raw. It's honest. It's vulnerable. It's true. It's true. Like it's true. And yeah, if you like, we've all at one point felt that way.
And when you have that truth, it is untold, because you don't want to go out and show yourself. You just want to, keep yourself hidden.
So it's easier to wish to be wanted than to make the effort to be wanted, to find out you're unwanted. So it's always been kind of safer for me to yearn from the sidelines. So when it comes to seeking love, like I don't seek it. I just kind of like wish and hope and dream for it, but I don't put myself out there. And I've always been told, like, oh, you got to get out there. First off, it's scary. It's scary out there. Okay, I don't know if you know what the dating scene is like out there. It's scary. It's scary. It's a scary place to be. Yeah, it's not what we see in the movies. It never is. And not that I believe that it is, but like you grow up with these movies and you have this idea of what love is, and then you just have you are told, society tells you, like, if you don't fit a certain criteria, then you're probably not going to be desirable. And yeah, I had to struggle with that. I went through that, but I'm trying to be better. So I mean, just the fact that I shared that with you.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't even think you. I did not.
I did not.
Yeah, I didn't even share with her. Yeah, so we're all finding out together.
Yes, yeah. This is all flash news.
But yes,
breaking news.
This is one of those songs where you just, if you ever feel like heartbroken, but not because somebody actually broke your heart, but because you broke your heart by holding yourself back, this is that song. This is that song. Listen to it, cry it out, and
be true to yourself, as you have been, as to your feelings about that, and actually, walking that walk. So, yeah,
it's not a paved path, guys. I can tell you right there.
Yeah,
it's not level ground. It's inclines, declines,
pits,
gravel.
Yeah.
And I have terrible footing. I trip and fall in gravel all the time, or slip and fall. It's not really tripping. I slip and fall in gravel all the time. So it's challenging, but the end result is finding love for yourself. So I guess it's worth it.
Yeah. So,
all right.
134340.
I love this song.
I do too because I like planets.
Hold on. Let's start with. I love this album. I don't think I mentioned it.
Yeah, no,
I love this whole album. I listened to repeatedly when we were going through the process of trying to prep for this.
Yeah,
and every time I was in the car, this album was on. Anytime I was in my room doing whatever, working, studying for this, doing other stuff, editing, like that, this album was on. And I got to a point where I was listening to it so much, I still hadn't looked at the lyrics. But I was just like, I know this song.
Yeah.
Like, I could tell you right now, every time, I know when Suga comes in. When he does his introduction, first off, why is he saying his name so many times? Why, like, he's literally trying to
Kristen, how many times did he say his
6.
name?
He said his name in 6 songs, guys. 6 songs.
She asked me if I knew that. I'm like, no, I didn't know. You didn't hear it? I was like,
I did. Every time his little half whispered, like, sir, sir, why? Is it necessary? We know who you are by now. But he had to tell us. He had to tell us who he was.
Because he wants to be at the forefront of your mind.
Whatever he was. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So 134340 is no exception. Suga introduces himself before his verse. And I lost my mind a couple times. It's fine. It's fine. I'm here. I'm here now. Yes. I look relatively sane. Yeah. I honestly don't know if I do. I feel like I look relatively sane.
You're okay.
But am I sane about it? No. There were a couple of things in this album that really had me questioning my sanity. And we'll get to those as they come up. But yes, here we go. Suga just introducing himself and making me lose my mind. So this song does not sound like a breakup song.
No, it does not sound like a breakup song. And the title of the song is odd because,
Well, yeah, on the surface it looks very odd, but when you realize what it is.
When you realize what it is.
Just like with Alien 52.
That's right.
Clever boys.
That's right.
Our clever boys.
340, yes, is the number that was given to the planet Pluto after they
demoted it.
Yeah.
Stripped it of its title and its dignity.
Oh gosh.
And RM felt strongly about that. And here we have a song.
Yes, he did.
So thank you, Kim Namjoon.
Are you okay?
For that? I'm fine.
Oh, okay. Good.
I'm fine. Like I told you, I'm not sane right now.
No. It's just you just stripped them off.
Because they did. I remember when that happened.
I remember when it
happened.
And
I was just like, first off, there are 9 planets.
That's right.
And they're like, no, actually, there's 8 now.
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean? I've spent my entire childhood learning about 9 planets.
Yeah.
And Pluto was my favorite because it was so little and cute.
The little one, yeah.
So little and cute. And I was just like, oh, it's adorable. And then they were like, haha, just kidding, it's not a planet anymore.
No, it's not a planet anymore.
What am I supposed to do with that? My whole childhood's a lie.
Yeah.
That's how I felt.
But it's,
I feel like, I'm sorry. Go on. Nope.
No, what I was going to say is that it's the elimination, the exile of that.
But it was so sudden.
Yeah.
I feel like it just happened so quickly. It's just like, Monday you wake up and you're like, okay, life is normal. And Tuesday you wake up and you're like, what do you mean we have one less planet?
The planets
like, where did it go? And it's like,
it
didn't go anywhere. We just decided we didn't want to classify it as a planet anymore. So now I have to live my life a new way based on people's human error. Ew. I don't like it. Okay. And then I feel like and I don't know if I'm remembering this wrong or maybe I just had some dreams, but I thought that they went through this back and forth where they were going to give it back to the status back to Pluto as a planet. And then they were like, no, we can't. We have to officially demote it to, what is it?
A number. It's not a mini planet or a minor.
Yeah, it's not a dwarf planet.
It's a dwarf planet.
It is a dwarf planet?
Yeah, it is a dwarf planet, yes. That's the phrase they used. Yeah.
Look, all I know is that it had a full-fledged grown person title, and then they were just like, no, we're diminishing you.
Yeah.
And
which wasn't good.
So when you think of it that way, this is the perfect breakup song.
Yeah.
Because this is such, okay, if you think about all the anger I just felt and expressed, yes. Like the idea of being in a relationship with somebody who you literally put yourself in orbit of. And then they're just kind of like, meh, I'm done with you. Like, I don't want this anymore. Like, nah, move on. Yeah. And what are you supposed to do? Like, you're stuck in love. And I actually wrote that down somewhere. Okay, so I love the use of Pluto and being stripped of the title and demoted, only to be replaced, Eris. Even though it was no longer classified as a planet, its course is still the same, orbiting the sun.
Yes.
So like Pluto, they are stuck orbiting their lover, stuck in their love for them. So yeah, you exactly suddenly get demoted, you suddenly get broken up with. What are you supposed to do? You can't just drop out of orbit.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so fall apart. Yeah, so now you are belittled to nothing but a series of numbers. You're now an X. You're just, a moment in their life, but now like you're stuck trying to figure out how to make your life yours because you gave it to them.
Yeah.
For so long. There's also another line, us is the plural form of you, which was so great because what it says is that the relationship was never about them. It was about the person. And they changed their life to be what that person needed. Wanted. So that person was the sun, and they were just orbiting the sun. And after being demoted, they realized that was the dynamic of the relationship. It wasn't working. Mm-hmm. It wasn't working, but they're still stuck in orbit.
They're still stuck in orbit.
They're still stuck in orbit.
And it says, someday you'll also understand my words. My seasons were always you. My cold heart is 248 degrees below zero.
Which is the temperature on Pluto.
Yes, exactly.
Because our boys are clever.
They are.
They're clever and they're angry. Because they feel just as passionately as I do about a planet being demoted.
And it stopped the day you erased me.
I love it. Yeah. It's such a great song.
It is.
It doesn't sound like it's going to be a sad song, but then you really think about it and you're like, oh, this is tragic.
Yeah. When you look at it and pull it apart, yes.
This is tragic, but beautifully tragic.
Yes. Beautifully tragic.
All right. Paradise. I fell in love with this song too. This is the second song? I fell in love, first of all, I think this is the second song that he introduces himself on. It's not a trend, but it might appear to be a trend.
Okay.
Anyway, Paradise.
Paradise.
So the title of the song gave me the impression that we're talking about like some happy place.
Yes.
And in a sense, we are. We are.
Fragrant flowers. Land on the beach.
Yeah. Relaxation. And so, like I said, in a sense, the song is talking about that, but it's not about the destination. It's about your journey to it.
Yeah.
And so all I wrote, next to Suga's name, because he has to introduce himself again.
Suga's name.
I did put it in the top. With a heart because I love it. But slow down was the main message here that I got from it, was just, your life is not a sprint and you don't need to run to get to paradise. And then I put dreams don't have to be grand to matter. Small everyday dreams count just as much, and you should feel just as accomplished when you achieve them. You wrote that too? Yeah.
Just a little different, but yeah, pretty much.
So they do emphasize that it's okay to dream big. It's okay to dream small. It's okay not to dream at all.
Yeah.
But the point is, don't exhaust yourself trying to get to this paradise. We're all going to get there eventually. You just take your time and enjoy your journey.
Like you said, it's not a destination. I put it's your peace.
So my core takeaway from this was, it's all okay. Big dreams, small dreams, no dreams. You can breathe and be in paradise.
What did you
also, this song is very sexy.
Yeah. What did you conclude was the anthem of this?
No, we're not there yet.
Okay.
It wasn't Paradise. Paradise doesn't feel like an anthem to me. Why did you put it?
I put it could be a quiet anthem for the lost, the tired, and the uncertain.
Okay. I agree. So I think that this is a great, quiet. So this isn't a rush hour playlist
no
song, but this is a song that you should play when you feel weary and tired and hopeless.
Yeah.
And it's just a reminder to take it easy and breathe.
And
So maybe maybe your personal
anthem.
Yeah, your self-care anthem.
Right.
Yes, this should be on your self-care playlist, guys.
It do. Yeah.
Because if your worries don't melt away the minute Suga says his name, then you're too high strung. You need to play it a couple of times, maybe a couple hundred times, whatever it takes to calm down and relax.
Whatever it takes. Okay.
I just loved this song. And then we go into Love Maze, which is another Suga self-introduction.
Yes. With the R&B hip hop.
This song was such a good song, but JK. JK
wrote it down.
Me too, because I put not JK out here trying to unalive me with that run. Like in his verse, at the end of that verse 1, and he does that run. And I think I paused it the first time I heard it, because I had to like really kind of take in. First off, I had to ask myself, did I hear that?
Did you hear it right?
Like, did I hear that? And I did. I did. And I started the song over again, and I listened to it again a couple of times before I even went into the rest of the song.
Yeah.
And then Suga introduced himself, and I was like, come on.
Pop.
Why are y'all coming for me?
Yes,
they really were. Yes. Like they were just like, our mission today is take Kristen out. And they succeeded. I don't know how I made it to work on time and in one piece with my brain intact, because
you were operating on autopilot.
I was, but I do love Suga's verse. I wrote down, it is audibly appealing.
Especially
like
parts
his I don't know what it is. I'm very addicted to his verse in this song. His verse in Paradise is really good too, because I think I played it for you and I was like, wait, listen, and then you listened and I was like, I was expecting her to have the same reaction I did. She didn't. She was just like, oh, it was good. I was like, excuse me, what?
But you have a pulse for RM and Sugar
and J-Hope.
And that was great. If you just
sorry, I just want to make sure it's because you were going too slow, and I don't want people to think that I don't love him as much. Like, I love the entire rap line.
No, yes,
I do.
Yes, you do.
I love all of them, but the rap line is that's my area. That's where I find my joy.
Yes,
and yes, they.
That's why I said a pulse.
I have
a strong pulse.
Yeah.
For them, and I know that when
outro tear killed me.
Yeah, I know that when you hear them and when you focus and you listen to them, that just puts you on a whole nother. You're down another path.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, even if I could, signal and turn on that
but I feel like you have I think we both have our respective streets that we just that are closed off for other drivers. Those are just for ours. Right. Those are private roads, guys.
It's a private road.
Because I feel like you have those with JK and V.
Mm-hmm.
And then with Jimin's Dancing.
And Jimin's Dancing. But you know what? It's coming together for all of them. For me, it's coming together because I'm like very much like baby Army, and I'm seeing so many things. Like a lot of the Army, well, I won't say a lot, I don't know what the percentage is, but they kind of been on a journey a long time. So they've had the chance to experience them at this point, and they've had the chance to experience them prior and even after. But this is very, very new to me. This is the first time I'm hearing it outside of maybe some of the music that's playing, when we watch the YouTubes and things like that. But I'm seeing a lot of the vocal line and the different songs that came in that's just vocal line, and I'm hearing it, and I really do. It did start off with JK and V. That's true.
Yeah.
But Jimmy, I love his voice, the delicateness of his voice, the pureness, the Christmas,
crispness.
The crispness of his
Clearly
voice.
We're ready for the holidays.
Yes. And
Jin,
he has a soft power.
His voice, first off, Jin is, I love how Jin is just coming into his power.
Yes.
Like his post-military chapter is just so strong.
Mm-hmm.
His vocals are strong. His visuals are so strong. Don't get me wrong, guys. These things have been strong. His vocals not so much in the beginning. I feel like he was really kind of on edge about how he felt about his vocals in comparison to the others in the beginning. But I just feel like his confidence post-military is just on a whole nother level.
Mm-hmm.
And the way he carries himself, the things that he's choosing to be a part of and put his name on, like he's really taking ownership of himself as a brand, and himself as, an entertainer, not just a performer, not just a singer, but a full-fledged entertainer, because his variety show content, the man was made to entertain us. And he knows it.
Yeah.
He knows he was made to be in front of a camera with a mic in his hand, whether he's telling jokes, he's singing, or he's just making you feel at ease while he MCs for something. He's just so remarkable.
Listen, sometimes he don't even need that mic. All he needs is that look.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes he doesn't even need Jen. Sometimes you don't need the mic.
He doesn't always need. He just
the look.
But he has this power that doesn't seem threatening. It doesn't seem like it's condescending, but it is effective.
Yeah, right. And that's why I said he's got that quiet power that is really causing me to really hear him and them in a different way. So when it comes to the vocal line, I am really
tuned in
to everybody. To everybody.
Mm-hmm.
I like it when they sing together. I love the harmonies. I think
we were talking about that. We were watching the performance of Butter, and I was like, there's something about V and Jimin when they sing together, because they have a part in Microcosmos too. Well, we'll get into that song in Map of the Soul, but there's something about the way they harmonize that just seems so perfect, because you got Jin in his beautiful soft upper register with his vocals, and then V, he's just got that deep, that like soul, just soul grabbing voice, and together they just, how do you not ascend into the heavens when you listen to them sing together? And they're just so cute together. So like they're so, like, you could tell they're really great friends. They enjoy each other's company. They enjoy making music together. So when they get those opportunities to be together on a verse, or to harmonize like that, I feel like you're not hearing just their voices. Like you're hearing their entire friendship and everything that they've been through, and how much they love each other in just a few notes. And I don't know, that's what I feel.
Oh no, I actually agree 100%. And I'm really enjoying this time of my discovery of them and just in these walks through the album. And I appreciate the way we're covering this, because it really kind of, it's like accelerated learning.
I think the thing is, because I think that there was a different take on these songs when I looked at it with this lens versus just listening to it for the sake of listening to it. Because when I first did this, head first spiral into BTS, I really went full-fledged really quickly. I was trying to consume as much as I could in a small amount of time, because I felt like I had to play catch up. And I get that way. I scour the internet and I find all the behind the scenes stories, because I really hate being left out. Like I really hate not knowing. And so like, this isn't my first rodeo. Like I've done these deep dives for the sake of not being the one who doesn't understand the inside joke. Like I'm gonna understand the inside joke, because I want to be I want to have the conversations too with other fans and be able to know what I'm talking about. I don't want to always have to be handheld. So like and that's just me. I have a problem. I don't know if there's an Army Anonymous group for it. Our own special AA. Okay. But yeah, so that was my thing. So I felt like, getting into it and really kind of listening to the lyrics, it was a lot different. And so my understanding and my feelings for these songs changed after a while. I remember, when my cousin, was giving me songs to listen to, and she would ask me to rate them. And I'm like, okay, I'm listening just for the sake of listening. And I'd let her know like my initial thoughts, what my initial rating was. And there are songs that I rated kind of low for her happiness level.
Yeah.
That I ended up bringing up higher, and really kind of feeling those songs. And she was just like, that's surprising. And I was like, is it really? Because I feel like now that I've taken the time to really pay attention to what the song's about, how they're singing it, watching performances, looking at the lyrics, I have a better understanding of the song. So it gives me a new perspective, and I do have the ability to rate it higher because I'm looking at it with a lot of different filters as opposed to just listening to, oh, do I like this sound?
And I think that changes for a lot of people who are, just kind of listen to the album initially just to kind of hear the songs and, kind of get the feel of the album and where it is and where it's going and things to that effect. But then when you begin to find, the songs that you like, and you start listening to them over and over again, and then you find yourself listening with a sharper ear to the other songs too. And then you begin to kind of raise your likability or lovability.
But I feel like it's because you're raising how you perceive the song or how you take in the song. You're not just casually listening anymore.
No, right, exactly. You're not casually. So exactly.
It does change how you feel about the song.
Yeah.
But we could go on and on about that, and we probably will later in later episodes. So this will be a conversation that will continue.
Yes.
Throughout our entire podcast.